Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's 420 on another hashtag Weed Wednesday. You're in the cipher with the Podheads.
That's right.
It's your commander-in-chief, Frank the Tank, JB Perez.
What up, what up?
Big Ace.
Yo, what it do, what it is, what the lick read. We in the building. It's the Podheads. Your boy, Big Ace. What's going on? What's up,
I
fellas?
love the energy, Big Ace. I need it tonight. I love it.
Share some of
Yeah,
that.
share that.
The sun.
Shit.
Share that.
So I'm good, bro.
I love
so
that
we're here in
movie.
the cipher doing our thing, man. We're back for another episode.
As we always do at this
135.
time.
135.
Can't even keep track.
We just every week, guys. We're here for
It's all good.
you.
It's all good.
WJHM102jams.com. Get the episodes every Wednesday, every Weed Wednesday there. They've got all kinds of other dope shows and good music all day. What else? Anywhere you get your podcast at, whether it's iHeart, I don't think we're on iHeart.
We're gonna apply to
Yeah.
get on iHeart. So
But,
watch out, iHeart.
yeah,
It's coming
Apple
for you.
Podcasts, Google, Spotify, all that stuff. We're on there. We got over 100 we got many more episodes.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. We got to go back and find some of these.
Podbeam, we're coming and we'll knock on the door.
But we've got a lot of fun episodes, a lot of good times, interesting interviews. We've had some fun people on the show.
And more to come.
And more to come. As you can see, I'm all Yankeed out today because my boys are on a freaking. I'm not even gonna say. Let me stop because I will curse them. With my luck, I will freaking curse them.
And either
Always yankied out.
Yeah.
Slow down.
So I will. Yeah. So the Yankees are kicking ass, taking names right now.
Go Celtics.
11 in a
I'm
row.
happy. I'm happy about that. So anyway, it's been how you guys doing? How you guys doing? We're back in the cipher.
I said it, man. He needs to give that energy over here because it's been draining, man. It's been working hard, man.
By the way,
Times are tough.
We're gonna talk abortion, right? Roe V Wade. Why? How can we talk anything else?
Yeah,
Right.
what everybody's
now,
talking about.
Right? The Supreme Court has just then nothing's happened. Let's just say that.
It's a draft.
Nothing's happened yet. But we're talking the Supreme Court and abortion today. We're also going to talk about the crazy shit that happened with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, it just happened.
Insane. This world.
Somebody tried to one up Will Smith.
I'll be honest with you. 2022 has not been a great year for this country. It's been a terrible year for me. And let me not say terrible. It's not been a great year. It's not been a great year in the least bit for me. I have taken probably more L's this year than I have in a long time.
2022?
2022. And let me tell you, it's one of those things where it's learning. I feel like I've never learned more than I have this year. Okay. I feel like I've never been more receptive to learning and developing as I have now. So I've been learning some tough lessons, some real tough lessons.
Those are lessons.
Yeah.
Too,
But I try to keep it positive and try to I feel like as long as I'm learning, right? Jay-Z said a loss isn't a loss, it's a lesson. So something I try to keep in mind when I'm going through shit. Anyway, that being said, abortion, man,
I mean, women.
What is happening in this country?
A tough 2022.
Yeah. Women, it's a tough year for women too. Yeah, I feel you guys. I feel your pain. Anyway, before we get into this, let's do this as we always do. Spin the weed wheel. Find out what we're smoking. We already been smoking.
Party.
No, we don't wait for the weed wheel. The weed wheel's just for y'all. Yeah. It's entertainment value. Oh, the Old Faithful.
Hey, Old Faithful. Look at that. Yeah. Very cool. We landed on blunts. Big Ace is already ready as always. Yeah, we got to stay ready. If you're smoking blunts or if you got one, smoke them if you got them. Roll up.
Yeah.
Put it in the air.
Anyway, what you guys been up to? Mother's Day's around the corner.
Oh, man.
This weekend.
Thanks for the reminder, sir. Caption.
Sure.
Let me make some phone calls here.
Are you doing anything? You got anything planned for Mom?
That's probably what I am going to do. I am a thing doer rather than a gift giver.
A thing doer.
Yeah, I'd rather go get a massage, give a massage. Go Give
You
the
gonna go-
gift of a massage to
You
somebody.
gonna go give your mama a
Get your
massage?
Get
I
your
would.
mama,
Rub your old
Not
lady
me.
down.
I wouldn't
Spa
run.
day.
That's
It's
a weird
called
one.
You
giving
gonna go rub her
someone-
down?
Massage, by the
You would
way?
rather give someone an experience than a gift.
Yeah, there you go. My words are there.
Yeah, so, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
My
that's what
mom-
I'm gonna do. I haven't planned it. Like I said, thanks for the reminder. 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
days before.
My mom makes it easy on us. She just the other day she texted me and my brother and my sister, hey, if in case you guys were thinking about getting me something for Mother's Day,
I appreciate
This is what I
that.
made a list.
this is what I've been looking at.
Yeah, I like that.
And you know what? Super easy. I literally went on Amazon, was like, all right,
Got it.
click, send,
Yes.
boom, done.
Thank you.
And we usually do
See you
that, right? We
Sunday.
usually get her a massage or a couples
Okay,
thing
see?
with dad or
Sure,
whatever.
yeah.
But if she asked for something,
she
no
made it
doubt.
super easy
Yeah.
and just click the stuff off. Oh, he bought this stuff, so I'll buy this
I
stuff.
like
This is what's left.
giving gifts that are useful, and that's why she probably, she wanted it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
useful to her. or
She's
whatnot.
simple.
For her designs. She's got a 3D
Oh.
printer. She's got a direct to garment press. She
Cricket.
does all kinds of stuff. Look, she made this here 3D printed
Look at
ashtray.
that.
This guy right here.
Shout out
So-
to the mama.
So yeah,
dudes.
pretty cool.
Smoke
So
weed.
anyway, Mother's Day. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
forget about your mamas,
No.
folks. Take care of
Hey,
your
by
mom.
the way,
you only got
uh,
one.
What are we doing Sunday?
yeah,
You take the old lady to dinner or
I
something?
know. I asked about it. She said she's got a giant ham in the fridge that she's had since like
she's gonna
last
cook
year,
it herself.
and she wants to cook the ham. So
I guess
said,
if
"All
it's
right, I'll
been
eat
in the
some Mother's
fridge
So
Day."
I
for a
guess we're
while.
going to mom's house Sunday.
Sounds good. Hi, mom.
Yeah,
Happy Mother's
I'll do
Day.
Hey, princess.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll do some Mother's Day ham.
I don't know. I don't think that those words have ever been spoken
Hey,
before.
That's
Mother's
better than what
Day
JB
ham.
wants to do. He wants to rub his
I didn't
mom's
say I
hand.
was gonna
JB
give
wants
my
to get his mom
mom
a massage
massage.
for
I
Mother's
said
Day.
actually that's kind of weird. I don't know if you would give your
He's
mom
gonna
a
get his
massage.
mom's ham rubbed.
Yeah, that is a
I
little
would
weird.
gladly pay for a massage to be given to my mother.
Okay,
so
sure.
that's what I'm probably doing. Shout out, by the way, Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow. I
Oh,
believe?
Cinco.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Today's hashtag Week Wednesday. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. So if you're out there celebrating,
Yeah, take a shot.
Do so
happy-
responsibly.
Tequila's O'Neill's.
If it was
For your boy.
Friday, Saturday, I would be partying, but it's on a Thursday. So
May the 4th be with you guys.
that's
Yeah,
today.
that is today.
Star
Thank you,
Wars
sir.
Day.
May the 4th be
you.
with you.
Yeah, very. I'm ashamed of myself for not waking
Oh
up.
man, why did we
I
not
go off-
have
Yeah.
Star Wars themed stuff ready
Oh,
for
I
today?
know. God, it's May the 4th, and I love Star Wars.
Misa, it's a forgetting.
No, stop. Don't do that. Don't ruin the-
I had to.
Jeez.
That's why I did it.
Oh my God, Jar Jar Binks. Yeah.
Where did I hear
Oh.
that they didn't know R2D2? I'm
How-
losing it.
What do you mean?
I feel like I heard on the radio that this generation doesn't know R2D2.
Oh,
like
no way.
these young guys didn't know who R2D2.
If you don't know who R2D2 is,
Yeah, you're
just
No,
I
don't
I
say
can't
nothing
even
crazy.
say what I was
No,
gonna say.
yeah. And then, listen, Star Wars. Have you guys seen like the new shows like Mandalorian?
No. Well, the
and-
Mandalorian.
I saw a
Yeah.
couple
Book of
episodes of The
Boba Fett,
Mandalorian.
yeah.
I haven't watched the whole thing.
I, bet-
seen
I
much
like
of
it. I know some like really diehard Star Wars fans that like read all the books. Shout out to Paul. I forgot my jacket. I gotta bring my jacket.
Oh,
Next
right.
episode, yeah. But he's like super. Some of these guys are hardcore into Star Wars, and I've gotten some complaints.
And they didn't
some of them
appreciate.
don't-
Yep.
I don't know.
It was mad that Sasha Banks was on there.
I think they did a pretty good job of like bringing back the essence of like the movies in the 70s, like
Okay.
the original Star Wars movies.
Mhm.
I was not a big fan of, I didn't hate them, but I wasn't a big fan of like the episode 1, 2, and 3,
Oh,
whatever
okay.
they call, you know what I
Yep.
mean?
The more modern
That
trilogies.
series, yeah. But the fact that all the new shows are like set like the original movies.
Okay,
That-
connected
that's
to the
very
original
cool, yeah.
trilogy.
Way
Okay,
better, yeah.
I think that
Even though
that
they're coming out with
appeals to fans of the
Yeah,
yeah,
film.
they have a
They just announced
Obi-Wan episode,
Obi-Wan's
yeah.
coming out on May 27th of this month.
Wait,
What's
Ian
that?
they
McGregor?
dropped the ball. They should have come
Yeah,
out on
it should have come out
today, May
today.
the 4th.
Yeah, it's
Come
the
on.
what?
today. Obi-Wan
Yeah.
with
Obi-Wan?
Ewan McGregor is coming
Ewan
back
McGregor. That-
to reprise
stud
his
of a
role.
guy.
As
I'm
Obi.
loving that. That's a thing right now in Hollywood, right? People
Yeah.
are coming back from all over
To
to reprise
reprise,
their roles.
yes.
You're seeing them.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
back
I
it was only like
appreciate it.
Sylvester Stallone was like the only guy doing that kind of shit. You know, what I
He
mean?
just did it at
The
last Rambo
Expendables,
2
like,
years
yeah.
ago.
It was pretty
So all
good.
These guys,
I don't know about
exactly.
that, but
Yeah.
2019, I think Rambo Last Blood might have been. So yeah.
It wasn't that bad. It was
But,
pretty
yeah,
good.
It was iffy.
It was Rambo. It was a Rambo
It was
movie.
Sylvester Stallone.
It wasn't-
70 years
listen.
old. Trying to
Right.
to
Sylvester
prove
in the
Stallone
woods,
at 70 years old would
shooting
kick your
people
ass
with
Exactly.
yeah, he probably would.
with a
Right.
bow and arrow, bro.
Okay.
He is the badass of all badass.
Nobody wants to see 70-year-old Stallone,
Exactly.
you know, mucking through a marsh with a giant knife.
He was retired, chilling, and they
Ripping people's
kidnapped his
throats out.
niece.
How
He
many
had to go
times,
help her.
bro? Have nobody in the world ever heard of Rambo? I mean, why are people still fucking with
Yeah,
Rambo?
why John Rambo, sir?
They don't know who that
And
nigga is.
they haven't watched. They're in the different universe.
That nigga was
How
like
many
in
times
Cambodia
can
for the
somebody-
last 10 years,
Yeah, exactly.
raising snakes and shit.
How many times can like a
So,
whole
listen.
country pick a fight with this guy?
Speaking
One
of series
guy.
and movies, though, we got Moon Knight season finale
I
tonight.
haven't even seen
Me
one
neither.
episode yet.
Oh, it's pretty good. And then we got Doctor Strange coming
That
out
I
on
can't wait
Friday.
for. That I can't.
I
wait.
bought-
I've never
got
been
my
a big
tickets
fan
already.
of Isaac, what's this guy?
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. There's something about his
face. Yeah, he does have a
He's just-
face
yes.
that you want to punch.
Yeah.
He bro, he does a
I
good
just-
job though.
Yeah.
Just sort of
I didn't
bro,
even like him as Poe.
listen.
You know, and I just
If when you watch it, I promise you.
You ever seen Ex Machina?
Listen,
Yes.
he plays
That's a
he
crazy
plays
ass
two
movie.
essentially two different characters
in
Sure.
in what now?
Moon
What's
Knight.
this?
in Moon Knight.
In Moon Knight.
It's
Okay.
like he has like split personalities
Mhm,
basically.
mhm.
But bro, everything, voice, inflection, his posture, dude,
Yeah, he nailed
everything he does, he looks like two completely different people,
Yeah,
bro.
so two-
All right.
Okay.
Two different,
Showing
like
some range
It's
here.
really good job.
All right, I'll
Okay.
take a look. I'll take a look.
Take a
You
peek.
freaking twisted.
It was
my
one of
arm
those.
here.
I was watching it and I literally said to Ro, he must shoot all the scenes as one character and then come back and shoot the other
can see
scenes
that.
because I
Probably.
can't see how he can go back and forth so easily doing it that well.
That's how these guys go crazy in Hollywood.
I just back and forth.
Let's hit our first clickbait, man. Let's get into this. Our only clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one clickbait today.
Clickbait. Yes, sir. Big Ace. I mean, crazy.
Well, just-
right?
Yeah.
Like, what? You seen
Well,
the video?
let's go to the video.
Yeah, jeez.
So he's chilling.
I mean, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's seen this.
You
Dave
know,
Chappelle, right?
Talking, you know.
Oh, Gar!
No, that dude said acknowledge me. He
Bro.
speared him, bro.
Let's watch it again. Yes.
Dude.
Let's
Slow
watch it.
motion.
Dave Chappelle's on concert. Where's this at? This is a private event, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
the Netflix.
Bro, that's the worst
Netflix
spear I've
festival.
ever seen.
I mean, he didn't even drop him.
He
Dave
took
Chappelle-
he took it like a champ.
Dave Chappelle like sidestepped him. So all right. First things first. This is interesting to me because you said it's a Netflix. This was like an invitation only, very private event.
wow.
Only like the biggest celebrities were invited to this.
Was
thing.
it? No public there?
I'm not. There might have been some public, but like it was an invitation
Yeah.
only. Like
They
you could just
knew
get a
who was
ticket to this,
there.
and everybody, yes, they knew every person that was there was accounted for, and you were supposed to. Everybody was required to turn in their cell phones.
Wow. That's
And,
what TMZ
and by
got
the way,
this video
and
shot.
by the way, they got these videos from multiple.
oh,
cameras,
they
so-
snuck them
Yeah,
in.
the one guy,
Yeah.
the first guy, he said that he forgot that he
Whoops.
had another one in his
Forgot
bag.
I had a. I
and
forgot I
when
had
he
a.
saw that, he
He saw
My
what?
thing
There
is,
was
he's
no
full of
setup.
shit.
It was
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, exactly.
It was-
He's full of shit. He was already
He was-
recording.
He recorded the whole thing.
100%.
That's why
He was
he saw that.
bootlegging
But
that
they-
shit up in the
They
freaking
proceeded to whoop that dude's ass,
Oh,
though.
man. As they probably.
Oh, look, his
Look.
arm is backwards.
Oh wow, yeah.
He's handcuffed to the stretcher. I saw some different angles.
Yeah, but they took him out already.
But
His
he
arm
looks
was
like
all fucked
he's got
up.
a severe dislocation or
Yeah.
something.
he got fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah,
And he
it's-
deserved it.
He's trans, or was that a joke?
No, that was a joke.
Okay, because Dave Chappelle did say that was.
He
a
said,
trans.
he was a trans man.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
But somebody was trying to get famous. Apparently, according to reports, this I don't. You got the guy's name?
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
If
these
you got
just
the pull up
happened,
the
too.
article. If
As
you
far
got it
as
on
I
your
know,
phone.
I didn't know they
Um,
released it. There was no name in there.
as
last
far as
I
I'm
checked, but I'll
concerned,
check.
The guy had a gun and a knife on him.
Get out of
No,
here.
it was later confirmed that it was a knife shaped like a gun.
Okay. Either way,
Still.
he was
Yeah.
armed and ready to take this
See,
guy's
you know
life.
what? You know what? I'm laughing. Ha ha ha. Ready to move on to the next story. Till you said that, like my mind just blew. Because
it's not funny because he might have. Dave
instead
Chappelle
of
might have
spearing
died
him,
last
he
night.
would have got a knife in the gut. Like, why didn't this guy? If you're bringing a knife, why didn't you go through with it? So
maybe he was planning on getting him down and just,
doing some of that.
Who knows?
Irregardless, Dave Chappelle could have died.
Isaiah Lee,
From
23
where?
years old, from California,
kids,
Hollywood.
man.
From Hollywood, California.
They don't think of the consequences. We joke around about this generation all the time about just reacting, doing without thinking about consequences. Real life isn't the internet. You can't just do and say things without consequences and without repercussions.
He got arrested and got bail set at $30,000.
That's it. This man just tried to pull a John Lennon. What's the guy? What's the guy?
Yeah.
What's the kid's name? Like he could have killed the man.
That's how I see it.
That's a really good point.
This is a big story in my mind just now because like he should have. Dave Chappelle should have got a knife in the gut, like because the guy touched you. The guy had you. He tackled you, and then it turns out he had a knife. So maybe the guy didn't have enough steel balls, courage, right?
Yeah.
But having the knife, bro. Like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference.
Big difference.
And thankfully, everybody was okay because, I mean, we'd be having a definitely different conversation today had Dave Chappelle got hurt. But
even Jamie Foxx got about his seat.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx jumped in apparently. Then you heard the thing about Chris Rock jumped on stage and said, "Is that Will Smith?"
Nice.
I love it.
Okay,
got him a little jab in there. So, I mean, the fact that they were able to all laugh about this in the end was, obviously like, thank God. Because
nothing happened,
Chappelle
right?
proceeded to tell jokes. He kept telling jokes up there.
Sure. I mean, what else are you going to do? He wasn't, I mean.
He's like, you a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. Maybe if he knew that the dude had a gun, he might
I can't believe he got that far.
Or a knife, excuse me.
I can't believe he got that far.
Dude, he was in the front row.
There's a video going around the internet. I don't know if you guys see that.
The basketball game?
Yeah.
I was just about to say, Dave need to call that security guard and hire that motherfucker.
If you've seen the video, there's a video of like a security guard, and he's like kind of plain clothes, but he's sitting in like the second row of a basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
And like 5-6 seats over, there's like a lady, and he must know that this lady is out of control because he's like kind of just sitting there. He looks like he's watching her. And my goodness, this lady jumped up. She got one foot on the ground. Before she could put her other foot on the ground, this bitch was being taken down.
Oh, tackled
right on the floor. Where was that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you get all the way up the stage or around?
Dave, that need to be your new head of security.
Yeah. It's just that stuff doesn't happen. Like you said, John Lennon, when was that? 50 years ago? Things like that just don't happen. So we're kind of, numb to it. Dave Chappelle could have had a knife in the gut. I still can't get over that. Like, you said this was a very closed set. Like, I can't imagine that Israel was the one invited to that. Maybe it was. I don't know the details. But if it wasn't, like, whose ticket did you get? Like, whose ticket did you just take? Like, someone's gonna be culpable here on that side, if I understand the situation correctly. So.
And I'm not 100% sure on the invite. I know there was supposed to be very exclusive. Like the biggest names in Hollywood were there. You saw Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, and freaking Dave Chappelle right there, like bullshitting on stage laughing. There were many more people there. Mm-hmm. But I just know it wasn't easy to get into this.
Bro, it could have been.
And how this guy slipped in with, how this guy slipped into this event with a knife shaped like a gun.
Double whammy?
like how did it could have been a gun.
Yeah,
so how the hell?
So this is Netflix is a Joke, the festival. And it ran from April 28th through Sunday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so okay. Yeah.
So it featured over 100 artists at multiple venues across Los Angeles.
Okay.
So I don't know that it was an exclusive thing. I know this particular one says it was in Hollywood Hills, 18,000 people.
Yeah, think about that. That's a small crowd. Dude. Now, 18,000 people, they're definitely selling tickets to that. You know what I mean?
That's
probably not by invite only, but the Hollywood Hills. We're talking about the elite.
Exclusive.
You're not just, you're not getting that shit on freaking Ticketmaster.
The funny shit was, did you hear? The funny shit was his homeboys that came out to help him bust their ass.
Jamie Foxx jumped on the stage.
Jamie Foxx went out there, and then
Django jumped on that motherfucker.
But no, it's like the first two dudes that ran out, the dude, they come running this way. The dude runs that way. They
Just
go to turn around, bust their ass, start slipping and sliding all over the place.
The night before.
Like,
the lighting, bro. You gotta get the lighting.
Better traction on them
Hector
shoes.
did that work, bro.
Put them red bottoms away. Get you some Nikes, nigga.
They
That's
probably
you
had some
security.
dress shoes on. Dress shoes don't have no.
That's what I
no
mean.
track on the
Yeah,
bottom.
nigga, you security. You're not supposed to look good, nigga. You're supposed to get traction.
Like a fan jumped on the ice at a hockey game.
Get you some Air Maxes, nigga.
Slipping and sliding. I think they panicked.
But they beat that dude like the wrestlers beat dudes that jumped the barricade.
I think they panicked, and that's why the first instance they're slipping and sliding. They're like, "Oh my god, we got to get him!" And then when they actually got him,
look at that
the energy's
arm.
high. The you know what I mean? They beat him, like they released all that energy on him.
Yeah.
You know what
Hey,
I
that
mean?
motherfucker arm looked like, you know when you used to get an action figure back in the day and you put the wrong arm on the wrong side? That's what he looked like. They did that shit to him right there.
That's
Look at that shit.
Consequences,
fucked
young people, even old everybody.
They
people.
whooped his ass.
Consequences. You have to think.
We talk about this all the
through.
time.
I am trying to tackle Dave Chappelle. What's gonna happen right after that?
Exactly. We talk about this all the time. It's immediate. We want the immediate satisfaction. Right? It's the age of social media, right now. I'm thinking, so I'm gonna put it out without thought. Now, 5 years, it comes back to bite me in the ass, and I want to freaking cry about it.
Yeah.
You know, I do a freaking sex video, I leak that shit, now I want to freaking cry about it later. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So all I'm saying, you know, you want to, like, people are not, this is not the age of thought, of thoughtful action. This is the
age of thought.
Thank you. Yeah. This is the age of just impulse, right? Just doing. I see it's instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see it. I want to do it. I want to do it.
You said it. Social media likes, like,
this guy was just like, there's no way he didn't premeditate this.
That's what I'm saying.
My thing is this, dude.
You thought about this. What was the end game? What's the goal?
Did famous?
The likes? The views?
Yeah,
you
for
go.
real.
Well, my thing is this.
VHS?
I forgot to wear my jacket.
Who's got VHS anymore?
Paul Conrad.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Working
but check this out. My thing is this. All right. So on top of
I don't want to have a
what,
deep
like,
fake
what
in
did
my
you
cock.
think? What did you expect? Like, honestly, did you go up there? Was his intentions to stab him up?
I think so.
I think he
You
wanted
bring
to
a
be made
knife?
famous.
So the fuck you was gonna die famous, nigga. That's what you weren't gonna be able to see that fame ever.
Again, we're talking about not thinking, right? Not thinking past. The guy was like, I'm gonna be the person to kill Dave Chappelle probably for the LGBTQ community.
Oh, I'm gonna be an
Is that
LGBTQ
a
martyr.
dangerous assumption? I don't think so.
I mean, right? That's the biggest thing against Dave Chappelle right
He
now.
does look a little weird.
Why else, right? Yeah. I wouldn't say all that big cancel.
He looks like a weird. Look at that guy. Pull that guy up again. Come on. He don't look like a normal person.
He got some slick back hair. He got his hair in a ponytail.
That's why
he did get his ass. He looked like he just got his ass.
It don't matter who you are. It don't matter. Your actions have consequences. Nice. Actions have consequences. And this guy didn't think about it, man.
No, he definitely did. He got his ass beat
He got
for
fucked up deservedly. So I'm glad he got his ass.
Think about right after, folks. Right after. What's next?
Yeah, what's next?
What's next?
The monkey doesn't go back in the bottle.
No, right?
So you gotta think about what you say, what you do. For Pete's sake.
Yeah.
For Pete's sake.
So we're gonna talk about the big A word, right?
Yeah.
Rhymes with shmushmorsh. I forgot where that heard that.
That's what it was.
So funny.
Shmushmorsh.
Yeah, so you heard it, right? The Supreme Court. Jamie's dying over here.
Oh shit! Yeah, those bastards, right? At least that's how I'm feeling about it right now.
Okay, so an opinion. Let's get that straight. Let's say this: nothing's happened yet, but an opinion, right, has been leaked, right? An initial draft of a majority opinion. That's the scary part of that. An initial draft of a majority opinion was leaked to the news, right?
Thank you, whoever
that the Supreme Court is going to vote to strike down the landmark Roe v. Wade case.
Mhm.
And if you don't know that
It's
Roe v.
bullshit.
Wade case, it was an important case that cemented federal protections for women's rights in regards to abortion and
sexual
and you know what
treatment.
happens with their body and what things like that. So well, anyway, long story short, without that, with that and a few other I think Planned Parenthood versus Casey in 1992. I got a few other ones, but I believe that cases like this are important things that block states around the United States from inflicting like
Going crazy,
cruel laws or just making
unconstitutional
laws against women's rights.
Mhm.
Well, now apparently after freaking 70 years after a long freaking time, the Supreme Court seems ready to do away with it.
Yeah.
And somebody leaked that so that people could freaking do what we're doing.
Talk about it. Yeah, they're not doing it in secret anymore. Now you have to fess up. You said it. Nothing has happened, but I think it's a true expectation that it is going to happen. I mean, are they going to take it back? I don't know. You said a majority. Like, that is what is scary. You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. This, to me, I think this is like, these are the Republican appointed judges. I mean, let's be real. And I think the news say that the Democratic appointed judges were all against it. So what does that say? Especially the two that under Trump. So this to me seems like a planned move. We talk about Oklahoma, we talk about Texas, Mississippi doing anti-abortion things, right? And we're like, man, it's not gonna work. Federal. And then all of a sudden this happens. Like, what is? And I hope we show the wordage, right? The words that they use, because I think it's BS the way they put this out. But it's allowing the states to do what they want is a dangerous precedent when we talk about states like Oklahoma and Mississippi, right?
Some of these states are pretty cruel with the way they they do these laws. And before, I guess, I do want to get into kind of our maybe our opinions about it in general, but the way that these laws are written in states like Oklahoma and I can't remember if West Virginia is one of them as well, but a lot of them are very cruel. Like I think even Texas, like your neighbors, if they suspect that you had an abortion, can freaking try and get you turn you in, offering bounties for turning in. People who
each
are
person
you can sue people.
Yeah, you can sue people. Like it's
so you can rape a woman, and then you as a rapist can't do anything against her, but your family can. So your mom and your dad can both sue. Your sisters can sue. Your brothers can sue. Each person can sue that woman for $10,000.
That just sounds
like
how crazy that feels.
It gives motive almost
over
to do
and
it.
Above the idea of these people who write these laws, they do it under the guise of protecting potential lives, right? Protecting children, protecting women, right? Protecting religion.
Bingo.
But some of the some of these, like the implications, some of the punishments, some of the ways they go about it is freaking inhumane, in my opinion. It's crazy.
Listen, these motherfuckers, it's all about the thumping their Bibles and saying this, that, and the third, right? It's all about, it's murder. We're killing these babies. Okay, listen, I get that. Number one, let's be honest here.
Killing babies.
Listen, unpopular opinion. Up until the point where that baby is able to live outside the womb, take all the emotional attachment you have to your child. In essence, that child is nothing more than a parasite living off that woman.
Oh, God.
Listen.
I get you. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Take away all the emotional shit, right?
Sure.
In essence, that baby's just a parasite living off that woman. Outside that woman's body, that child cannot live. Can't breathe on its own. Can't think. It can't, right?
Sure.
So, now my thing is this. If it can't live outside of the woman, Is it really like, you know what I mean? Like that's where the thing comes into play. Is like when is it a viable, right? Viable life.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a number.
So that's one of the things. But my main issue is they love to pound the Constitution says this. The Constitution says that. Well, guess what? The very first sentence of the First Amendment of the fucking Constitution says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Dude, it's bottom line is it's unconstitutional.
Yeah, if you think that these actions are religious based, and which probably is like the overall feeling right now that this is religious based, then that's a problem within itself.
Then
right?
you have
Well,
to
if you
prove that
ask
in
them,
court.
but if you ask them, they blatantly say it.
Sure.
Hey, what happened is separation of church and state. right?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I really have a problem, and I guess if you want to pull up the wordage, she said that Roe V Wade, that they wanted to overturn Roe V Wade because it was like egregious, like
It's egregious wrong from the start. Its reasoning was exceptionally weak, and the decision has had damaging consequences.
Right there, you can stop for me and be like, wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Having women having Planned Parenthood, right? Having those places where sexual health, sexual, healing, education, abortions, right? That need to happen. What is the consequences? Show me the numbers. What are you talking about?
He's literally, pull back up. Read the bottom sentence.
It says, and far from bringing about a national settlement of the abortion issue, Roe and Casey have inflamed debate and deepened division.
So basically, he's saying that because of Roe passing, it's caused a division in America. Like what he's doing right now by reversing it is going to cause way more division. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
So
That's his opinion.
It's insane reasoning.
So they're saying we're getting rid of this because of the division. It has nothing to do with women's rights. It has nothing to do with women's health. It has nothing to do with fetuses' health, right? Big A's, baby's health. To me, it's political. I thought the judges were to be the supreme judges, right? Who we go to get away from the politics. Like, we can't influence these decisions with politics. So please, the most biased judges in the land, give us what? And she says it was egregious.
Do we know what the split was?
So let me read this to you, because this is a 98-page opinion, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot more. You got to remember, guys, that when we're talking about these things, the media is going to put out the most inflammatory freaking quotes that they can possibly put out.
Headline.
The kind of stuff that's going to make us say, God, what the hell? Now there's legal reasoning written in this as well. And I just wanted to read this to you and see if it makes any difference to you. Because I'll give you my opinion, but I did want to read this, right? So this is a quote from it that just that's not in the big headline. So at the time of Roe, 30 states still prohibited abortion at all stages. In the years prior to that decision, about a third of the states had liberalized their laws, but Roe abruptly ended that political process. It imposed the same highly restrictive regime on the entire nation, and it effectively struck down the abortion laws of every single state. As Justice Byron White put it in his dissent decision, basically, you hear right there, it's represented the exercise of raw judicial power.
I don't buy it.
So their argument is saying that, okay, not only is this how we feel about abortion and this is how we feel about life and whatnot, they're also saying that constitutionally, we don't have a federal right. We don't have a federal jurisdiction to impose this law on the entire on the entire country.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. If not the government to protect me from the states, because that's what this is doing. This is now giving Oklahoma, Texas, Mississippi the right to do those cruel tactics on women who have abortions, right? Cash was talking about miscarriages might be on that. If that's the case, I mean, one wrong jail for that
it's
is
not
enough
even that
for
it's on
me.
there. It's literally there is no difference between a miscarried baby, you can't prove that you
can't
miscarried.
prove, right.
You can't prove that you did it on purpose or not.
Okay, so
So
right
if you
there,
fall down the fucking stairs
and you have a miscarriage,
you could go to
automatically
jail,
go to jail.
and get
and you're the only
sued for
witness, and you're
thousands
the
of
only
dollars.
witness. You see how
It doesn't matter.
you sound. That's my point. That it sounds so ridiculous, and that's what you're allowing these states to do now.
Exactly.
All
This
you
is
did was
gonna open up a
protect
can
me
of
from craziness, and now craziness is going to be rampant, especially in the southern states.
And the United States Supreme Court is there to protect, like you said, people from the states. They're there when you have exhausted every appeal, when you cannot deal with your state, you deal with the US Supreme Court. And so it's scary that they're just like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and wash our hands, wash our hands.
Basically it.
But the crazy
we got
thing
a
is,
comment over there from Paul. Let me see what he said.
the crazy thing is that one of the things that was included in that Roe v. Wade decision is the right to privacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. But yeah, that's a really good point. If you're a staunch right winger.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that goes to my point.
Oh, pull that back up real quick. So
That
I
goes
can
to
say
my
it for our
point.
listeners. Paul Conrad wrote in, all these red states are going to be flooded with more kids who need social assistance, which they will also bitch about.
Exactly. Because these pro-lifers and these Bible thumpers, they only care about that baby until the point it's born.
Oh,
From
yeah.
conception
Yeah, they're not pro-life,
to
they're
birth.
pro-birth.
Yeah.
Because the moment that kid is born, they could give two shits about that kid. They don't want those kids to get medical care. They don't want the kids to get food stamps. They don't want the kids to get free education.
Seriously.
They don't give a fuck about those kids. Once that kid is born, they can give two shits about that kid.
And they got no problem with cops killing those kids as well.
Exactly. So now we have a country that offers no health care, no guaranteed health care, no maternity leave, no benefits to women. Your insurance can deny you birth control, but now we're going to force these women to have babies.
What? I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's a good job, USA. Yeah. That's a good job, Supreme Court.
There's
all you damn conservatives and all this other stuff. Listen, I'm not a fan of abortion myself, but it is not my place, and I don't think it's anyone else's place to tell a woman what to do with her body. People talk about, oh, but there's a baby. Well, guess what? That baby is inside that woman's body. That woman can live without that baby. That baby can't live without that woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
So this is a crude birth rate in the United States from 1800 to 2020. So it's obviously going down.
Thank you for putting that. Yes, thank you. That's my conspiracy theory. I was gonna bring it up later, but I might as well do it now. That's my conspiracy theory. It's you. You told me that this country from day one was founded on capitalism, on money, on people trying to make money. Right? If the population goes down, there goes the control of these corporations, of these leaders, right? So what is the best way to get workers back? Right? Forced births,
to fund the economy,
to
right?
Fuel the
economy.
I told you that my
more
other
shoppers,
conspiracy,
more consumers.
that
oh my God, that's crazy.
I said that America, the US of A, is no longer able to terrorize the rest of the world because all eyes on me, right? Everybody has a phone. Everything's now seen. So instead of terrorizing other people, now we're terrorizing our own people. We got to get our money anyway, right?
Yeah.
Right? We'll have our... I'm telling
Listen,
you.
I want to go back to this.
That shit, bro.
I want to go back to this
Tin hat
idea.
and all, bro.
This idea that people...
we need workers. We need
where the population is... And I know that the population is increasing really overall. But generally, the women are less and less likely to have these days, less and less likely to have kids before they're ready, right? There's multiple options for contraception, which is also going to be affected seriously if the states decide to start now going ham with this. Basically, this seems to be coming down the line. I agree with Big H. Listen, I don't have an opinion when it comes to abortion. To be honest with you, I am never personally, I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman. Now, if I'm in a situation where I'm with somebody and that situation comes up, then, I might have my feelings in that situation, but ultimately that is that person's call at the end of the day. You know what I mean? There's no, that person has to live with that. And the woman living with that is very different than how a man is able to live with that. You know what I mean? And so as a man, you can't even presume to put yourself in that position. And so I don't think men anywhere should be making decisions on this.
absolutely.
I think that laws regarding like women's bodies, women's rights, things like that should be made by women. I mean, shit. It may be the same for men. So it may be the same for men. Maybe,
I tell you
what's
what.
good for the goose.
Listen,
I'm
they
always
don't-
about equality and being even. But my personal thing is just let the women decide. I think if women decide that overall it's better to have their right to choose, then
my thing is, why is it always an attack on women?
Because it's the old rich white guys who run this world, this country.
Exactly. Like you don't never hear them say, listen, we're gonna put a law that says if you're not married, you need to fucking wear condoms. If you get a chick pregnant, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail, yeah.
I tell you what, let's be even more.
I mean, that's you want to control women's reproduction. Let's control men's reproduction while we're at it.
I give you an even more scientific and probably you want to control. Vasectomies are reversible. In men,
I was literally,
if it's really about that, let's do it on the men's side. Oh, that makes you feel a little uncomfortable. Then leave the fucking women alone.
Oh, you don't want to force women to get. You don't want to force women to get abortions. Force men to get force men to get vasectomies until they get married.
So I was going to say, like, imagine there was a whole bunch of women and they were making a law about men having to get vasectomies.
We spoke about this a few.
We would be rioting in the streets. We'd be burning shit down and restarting shit.
A few episodes back, we spoke about this. There was a lady, like Congresswoman or I can't remember her name, but it was we spoke about it because it was funny to us that she tried to push a bill that required men. I think it was like, I can't remember where it was, but she tried to push a bill that tried to require men at sexual, 14, 15 years old or something like that. I can't remember. Under a certain age, if they're not married, to get vasectomies.
Let's do it.
Something like that. And of course, the bill was ridiculous. It was a joke.
Sure.
And it was, but it was funny because it, shined a mirror up to society and the way our government runs these days. So I love that idea. And I think it's funny, but obviously it's not going to happen anytime soon. I always say in the next 20 years or so, most of these freaking old farts are going to be dead anyway.
If only.
So once they are, hopefully they haven't ruined enough of the young
problem
people.
is they're fucking raising little douchebags.
Here's what I recommend. Ladies, here's what we need to do. Listen up. I got the scoop.
Yeah.
Here's what we need to do. Ladies. Listen up, ladies.
How to fix it.
All right. All these states, remember, these politicians in your states, you put them in power.
Yeah.
Right?
Voted.
You voted or you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't get them out of office by voting them out of office, right? Then what you need to do is if your state goes and like, all right, now like Georgia did, we're going to go ahead and ban abortions and do this. Get the hell out.
Yeah, leave.
I think maybe start some Facebook groups.
Destroy the economy of that state.
Start some Facebook groups. Start some support groups. Help each other. Get together. Be true feminists. Get together. Help each other find jobs in your respective states. Help each other transition, move, and get the hell out of these freaking states.
Hurt them where it hurts.
Yeah, if your local government doesn't support your rights, get the hell out. If you live in the Bible Belt and they're freaking trying to, have your neighbors freaking put you out, move the hell out, man. There's plenty of opportunity in other places. And I know that sounds difficult for a lot of people, especially low income. But
let's think about, I got riled up because I thought about my daughter. Right? I thought about my daughter. I thought about, my wife, my mom, like, what if they get pregnant? Like, and something happens.
Get raped,
People get raped. People like have actual pregnancies and have to get an abortion. Like, we're going backwards, guys. We're going backwards, and that's why I thought that. I think a split in like the states splitting from the united part of this, it might be a thing, like secession. I think it's funny, but the more I see these things, it riles me up that I can
never gonna happen.
Texas wants to. Yeah. Texas wants to secede. No,
Texas is full of shit.
That's fine. But I like your idea.
But you know what though?
Exodus to the north.
I don't care, but they give that motherfucker a medal.
Yeah.
I'm really hopeful that it's
Like,
one of the
you know what?
judges.
This one day. Yeah.
I'm
We
hoping it's
need
one of the judges.
transparency in our fucking government. They shouldn't be allowed to sit
In
back behind closed
secrecy.
doors and make these decisions in
Yeah.
secret
And no one can
without the
question
people
them.
knowing. Motherfucker, we put you motherfuckers where you are.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe
You're
a lot
supposed to be
of,
working on our behalf, not on your own.
Yeah, I believe a lot of other countries, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but have like live feeds of their government,
We do too.
parliaments and like
We do
voting
too.
and- yeah, the stuff
But
that they
not
want,
this,
yeah.
not this.
And I'm sure other governments have shady shit going on too, but
The Supreme Court doesn't at
Yeah.
all. Yeah, it's
So-
all shady in the
They're all
backroom
mad
stuff.
because the shit
we're
leaked.
all too busy
What?
watching Johnny
You're-
Depp and Amber Heard.
We mad because you're full of because you got called out because you're full of shit.
I appreciate whoever leaked it, and I hope it's one of the judges. I think they're gonna investigate it, and they might find out who it is because
Yeah.
I think it's a big deal to them. So they're gonna go as far as it goes, and I hope it's one of the judges, and she'll be a martyr. She'll
Well,
probably
but-
be kicked out or whatever
but
the
the
hell
crazy
the
thing is
process
this,
is,
right?
but she's a martyr in my book.
So are these new laws going to
She or he.
supersede HIPAA laws? Because it's privacy, right? Nobody's supposed to know what the fuck you're doing. If a doctor doesn't advertise I'm an abortion doctor, and you go in there and
Well, in those states, those kind of doctors won't be able to practice
Bingo,
or
and
get a
that's-
license in
and
that
that's
state.
well,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm
They
saying.
have
It's
to be
just-
quite literally working illegal, which I
yeah,
don't.
and
it's
they
fucking
won't.
crazy.
People are gonna. You said it. Whether they're
We're gonna
exiting,
Listen.
or
Well,
traveling. To
that's
these
not what's
states.
going to happen.
We
You
spoke
know,
about Brittany Pula. If you
Yeah.
remember that, and
Mhm.
she was an indigenous person up in I think Alaska.
I know. Yes, it was Alaska.
Right?
Excuse
Yeah.
me. Yep.
And she got she
went to
now she had
jail.
some drug problems, she had some history of drug problems. She had a
Maybe
miscarriage.
Yeah.
And the police decided that her miscarriage was due to her history of drug use and the fact that she had drugs in her system.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, according to the documents, it wasn't like a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't.
just traces
Yeah.
like as if she, like anybody who used would have.
Correct.
Anyway, long story short, they threw her ass in jail, and she's probably still sitting there for all I know.
As far as we know,
But
yeah.
people like Brittany Pula are happening every single day, and unfortunately, we know everybody has a decision. We understand that it's your decision to have sex or not. Not for everybody, right? Not for everybody, but we know that these kind of problems affect minority places.
Yes.
Minorities in places with low income, low education.
Let's keep
You
it
know what I
real.
mean?
Yeah.
And so these are the kind of people who are suffering,
Mhm.
low income, low education, young
Poor
blacks,
people.
young indigenous, young whites,
People
young
of color.
Latinas. These people, they're either getting
Yeah.
raped or tricked or abused or just having sex early
Mhm.
and not having the ability to have a choice
Mhm.
or being dumb and young and making a mistake, just like everybody does.
Mhm.
And now having to pay for the rest of their life, having to be made into a criminal, thrown in prison, because
It's
God knows what.
ass
So-
backwards, bro. That's why it roused me up. Like, we're going backwards. I would not be surprised
We
if
are
this
going
makes
backwards.
this even more divisive. Like,
So
it's
there's
bad.
another
The
solution, by the way. Instead of moving, I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's another solution other than moving. You can join the Church of Satan because the Church of Satan has abortion inside of their religion.
So
And-
it's freedom of religion.
Yep,
That's
and that's how
crazy.
you can get around it like
Yeah.
that.
So it's like the
But
Pastafarians.
that's not going to happen either. What's going to happen is, what's going to happen is the shit that used to happen in the fucking 70s and the 60s. Back alley abortions, fucking coat hanger abortions, girls fucking dying because
Jesus.
they're not getting proper medical care. Bro, medical
Yeah.
experts are already saying
Drugs.
pregnancy-related deaths will go up a minimum of 20%.
So these states are already dealing with opioid crises. They're ranked lowest in
Listen.
education, lowest in anything, and now you put
Making
that
them illegal,
on top of
Making
that.
them illegal is not going to stop them from happening. That's like saying outlawing guns is going to get rid of gun violence.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's
you're
not gonna
making
stop the
it
shit.
worse for your people. Those are your people. I can imagine their mental is like, oh, I'm gonna get that little black girl, or you know what I mean. I can imagine.
Yeah,
what
you're not
they
going to
think
stop
about.
abortions. You're just going to
But you have
hurt the people that get
constituents.
them.
Poor white people in the South are rampant. Right? We think of the image of a trailer park people. That's a true person in this country, especially in the South. They have the same situations as black, brown, people of color. You know what I'm saying? So, and those are the people that actually live in those states. So it's like going against their own people. Like it doesn't make sense. allowing the states to set their own abortion laws is going to have a huge impact. I'm claiming it now, conspiracy hat on and off. I do believe this is a lot bigger than we think it is. Not only because of the economy and the sound, but the divisiveness. They said they're doing this.
You think more and more states? And they said before Roe v. Wade, over 30 states.
I can see half of this country.
Laws.
I'll claim them right now. Texas, Oklahoma,
Florida?
Nebraska, Florida.
Oh, for sure.
Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, West Virginia.
I thought Georgia already did it, right?
Oh, that's my
Yes,
point.
they did.
Yeah. So, and maybe a one-off somewhere. So, talk about
Utah.
16 states already have something in the books ready to rock. So as soon as this happens, 16 states are going to be like, nope, you have an abortion and we're going to come get you. So even by default, their states will get hurt from the economy. They're going to travel to these other places. I read Connecticut is doing a safe haven for doctors. So if you're a doctor worried about that, it's like, check out Connecticut, because there are going to be blue states that are going to go against this.
New York,
so talk about
California.
New York, California, Washington. They're going to do the
progressive
opposite.
states.
The progressive states. So talk about divisiveness, right? It's just making the situation work, and it's ass backwards. It doesn't follow technology. It doesn't follow science. It doesn't follow health. It doesn't follow anything.
Listen, more important than any of that shit,
and religion.
More important than any of that shit, it doesn't follow what the American people want.
Right?
That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
More Americans think this is wrong.
Right?
So at the end of the day, politicians, your fucking job is to act on our behalf based on what we want. Right? So if more Americans say, no, this is wrong, you motherfuckers are not supposed to shove it down our throats.
Again, it's when I said it's
they know best, according to them.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And that's the problem, people. You got to get rid of cocksuckers like Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham and all those pieces of shit that don't give a fuck about you.
Arkansas is the lowest in education, 50th in the goddamn union. What does that say to you? And you're allowing this man to
you let this guy get to the federal level.
Come on.
What does he do for his own state?
Come on. They work for us. They're supposed to do things to help you, and it's going to be clear that they're going to do things that are benefit them and their posses, their social circles.
All them motherfuckers.
Bro,
Marco Rubio, that piece of shit.
So tired.
He got to go too.
I'm so tired. I like the exodus. We have to do voting and money. Is the only thing that talks in this
when all the ass leaves the state.
Yes,
and
everybody. I like that.
And all the guys are like,
where are all the girls?
Where are all the girls at?
Where are all the girls?
When they walk in and say, where the hoes at?
Nope, nowhere. They're in a blue state because Mitch McConnell and whatever.
Women are planning to strike for like a week-long period of time.
Joy Behar was talking about stop giving up pussy.
You know what?
Yeah.
So hold on. Wait, what?
Why do we got to pay for it?
Slow down.
It's not solidarity.
She's calling for all women. Joy Behar.
I got a week.
Yeah.
I got a week.
Hold on.
Yeah, on The View.
She's calling for all women
Just stop putting out.
to just
stop giving it up.
What?
After 3
listen,
days, I'm going
listen,
crazy.
I get the gist, but why do I got to pay? I'm on your
I'm
side.
a pro guy. Yeah, I'm a
Somebody
pro.
need to shut her ass the hell
I'm
up.
for the ladies.
Nobody asked you,
Listen,
Joy.
something
Nobody asked you,
drastic.
Joy Behar.
Something drastic.
Just because you ain't fucking.
Something's got to give here.
Don't nobody want to fuck you.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, money is
Like an
it's money.
armistice on pussy.
Oh, we got some comments.
Money is all that matters.
Yeah,
and we gotta hurt
come
them
on.
that way. So leave the states, women. There
I mean,
are
at
states
the
that
end
are
of the
pro.
day-
You can work from home almost anywhere now. 50% of the country you can work
Yeah.
from home. So
Get
find
out.
the path.
Get out. Yeah.
Find the solution. Screw these guys. Screw these states that are about to screw you. Pun and not intended.
And
I don't
can,
know.
A little bit of both.
A
and
little bit
can
of
we
both.
stay? Can y'all stop fucking ain't shit niggas? Can y'all stop fucking bullshit
Yes.
people, please?
You two make better
Can y'all?
decisions. Too.
Yeah,
we
like-
all gotta
like,
make
let's
better
do- let's-
decisions.
Yeah, you gotta do your part too. I'll say that. Let's just hold them accountable too. Like you gotta do your part as well.
And
There's a
niggas,
lot of
could you-
ain't shit dudes out there that are just getting all kinds of pussy that they don't deserve.
Oh man.
That
Oh,
they
there
really
sure
don't
is.
deserve. They don't work for. They just take. They fucking up. They
And
take
nigga, where,
pussy.
I mean, listen.
ain't
where
shit
fuck-
ass.
It don't hurt to wear fucking rubber, bro. There's broads out there with some shit. They burning niggas out there.
Just saying. Yeah.
I'm saying though too, if you're a woman and you've gotten an abortion from a Republican, like because you're the mistress or some shit like
Out
that.
them.
Oh,
Out them, make that shit public.
hell
yes.
Like, and fucking
How
make
many
a
of
whole-
those?
Oh, Congress
many?
would fall apart.
Thousands.
So they sign, they make them sign the NDAs.
NDAs, absolutely they do.
I will destroy
I
you.
wish.
break the NDA. Fuck them.
Fuck it. What they gonna do? You broke, bitch. What they gonna sue you for?
Yeah.
I mean, they probably screw you
They
pretty
be
bad.
you
but
know
yeah.
how they do. You seen the
do.
Epstein documentaries.
Yeah,
They
you
be
could
threatening these
get
bitches'
Epstein.
lives, their
Yeah, you could get
families. It's real. They like
The only thing we can do is keep talking about it. So, like I said, whoever leaked it, they're gonna be a martyr because they're about to be screwed. But I will fucking give you some money.
I'm
if
all
I
for
can.
it. Yeah.
You know,
I'm
I
out,
hope
I'm out.
I hope they don't ever find out.
I think
Only
they will.
because I don't want the man or woman's life to be ruined behind it.
Sure.
But I think we should throw that motherfucker a parade. Give him a
Again,
medal.
I think if this passes, if this
You think a guy
abortion
did it?
ban passes,
I don't know, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care.
No, I don't
I
think
think
so.
homegirl Sotomayor.
I was gonna say. I don't know something about
Yeah.
She
yours.
said,
la-
estos pendejos se creen, no,
Se
vamos.
creen.
Porque se creen estos cabrones.
These
Yeah.
old
Estos
gringos
mamabichos
think they
quieren.
can-
Mira, toma.
Yeah.
Toma la mierda esta.
Yeah.
These clowns think they can. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
glad things are about to change, and I don't think for the good. I mean, the world, you said 2022 is rough for you. I think for everybody, and it's not going to get any better. Not with things like this.
I'm buying no wine made in 2022.
If you actually look at the entire thing, I was trying to find the actual like wording that I saw earlier, but he almost lays out an entire argument to get rid of gay marriage, to get rid of interracial marriage. To
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you gotta really see what these guys. 98 pages while you're sitting on the shitter. Get rid of TikTok. Get off of Instagram. Read the damn thing, man. Read what these guys are all about. These are people that are, these guys are,
They're
in many ways
changing
have
your
more power
lives.
than the president.
You may not do it, but you never know. Tomorrow's a different day. Like it might be you tomorrow, and these are these people making decisions in secret, and we have no say about it.
Bro, this dude says, this is a funny quote I hear, and we got to run. So this dude said, we hold that Roe and Casey must be overruled. The Constitution makes no references to abortion. Dude, was the word abortion even a thing back then?
Yeah, right?
1776?
Absolutely. Maybe not the word abortion,
Was it
but
like
the act, maybe.
I'm sure, right? But like,
Abortion, yeah.
The Constitution says no word about abortion.
so-
Okay, cool. But the first word, the first fucking sentence and the first amendment is about your freedom of religion. Religion cannot have anything to do with what the government does.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I was pissed
it's
about
pretty
words.
simple.
I was pissed about the words. That's all it is. They're using all these words mumbo jumbo, so that is not the obvious thing.
This is the shield. This is the shield that protects their religion.
Yeah.
That protects their sweet, sweet virginity. Brother.
Yeah.
It's like when the Constitution works for them, like when the gun nuts. Look, the Constitution says I can have a gun, so they put out the Constitution quick. But when it doesn't work for them, they wipe their ass with the fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
And they also lied in their confirmation hearings because they were asked specifically, if it comes up, would you vote against overturning Roe v. Wade? And every single one of them said it's set precedent and there would be no reason to overturn it. And it's been that way for years. Like, it's older than all of us. Like, I'm fucking 36.
73, 1973.
Like, it's older than all of us. Like, it's been in place since before our fucking before we were even born.
We've never been less. The state of this country and its people. We've never had less integrity. We've never been less on it. You know what I mean? Less honest.
Dude.
Or
less
more full of shit.
More full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just the average person has no, I hate to be glib, but has no real concept of integrity or like, it's just
honor. Like,
it's absolutely crazy. And so we don't hold our politicians to those standards.
Social currency now is the likes.
Well, it's like
it's about the likes, and you said it earlier with that dude.
It's Black Mirror. We're living Black Mirror. We gotta go.
Yeah.
No, it's like we've said a million times. It's all about me. No one cares about the countries. It's all about how's it going to affect me? What does it do for me? I don't give a shit about everybody
Wrong
else.
path for a country, and we're going to pay for it. Rome, read that book.
Right?
Yep.
Shit. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's it. That's the show. It's the end of the world as we know it.
It's the
and I
end
feel
of the world
fine.
as we know it. Independence
All right,
Day.
guys.
Best movie ever.
Yeah. Cinco de
Later.
Mayo. May the 4th be with you. All that
Happy
stuff.
Mother's Day.
Until next Wednesday. Happy Mother's
Thank
Day.
you, guys.
Mother's Day.
Podheads.
Deuces. Peace.